You guys, the reason why this must be is because we come to learn things through our differences. We define ourselves because of our differences. Every time someone argues with you, every time someone challenges your points of view, you must define yourself. And the more we are challenged, the more we are defined. And the more we are defined, the more real we become. That is what I believe is the true meaning of polarity, is we become real in our differences. And it can be almost
that define who we are, what we believe in, what we see. Alan Watts, if you guys listen to him, he says that he loves when people oppose his theories and oppose his views because it forces him to define himself. It'd be an awfully interesting existence if there was nothing to define us, right? Everything would be the same, and if everything was the same, there would be no differences. If there were no differences, there would be no experience. There'd be nothing to experience.
It would be an awfully boring existence if there was only one experience, if there was nothing to define us. The world is as beautiful as it is because of these differences. We can appreciate sadness. We can appreciate loneliness. We can appreciate all the bad things when we hit the apex of their opposites. When I was younger, I would take a shower. I think I told this story. Have I told this story before in another video? Either way, I would take a shower. I would lay up against the door, which is very far from the shower, on the cold tile, just bare skin against the cold tile. And I would, almost to the point of chills. And then I would wait until it was unbearable, and then I would go stand in the shower. And then the rush of the warmth and the water hitting my body was heaven. And I didn't know this at the time, but what I was doing is I was slamming myself up against the polar opposite so that when I experienced what I did want to experience, it would feel that much better. Now, sometimes people take this in a very bad route, but we are defined by our opposites. You guys, we are defined by our opposites. And to use that to our advantage means we accept being tested because it's how we grow. We accept the difficult times. We accept darkness. We accept hate. We accept everything because to deny those things is to deny their opposites. We can't deny love. We can't deny happiness. We cannot get rid of one without getting rid of both. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled within this. Now, polarize yourselves using will. If you want to be courageous, polarize yourself with courage and use the vibratory state of that to raise your consciousness literally through transmutation, through vibration, up to the desired mind state. Now, because everything is relative, what that tells us is there's no limit to how courageous we can be. There's no limit to how fearful we can be. Stretching into the cosmos, since we are in the mind and since the mind is infinite, there is no limit on how great we can be. What you found to be courageous yesterday might not be courageous anymore. So now in order to grow, we must shift the scale. We must change the scale from where it started, where fear was here and courage was here. Now what used to be courageous, we can call fearful now. And now the next level, that's the new courage. That's what it means to be an alchemist, is to transmutate our thoughts, our mental vibrations onto the desired state by will. That person, he or she who masters that, masters the mind. I'll see you in the next video.